June 8th meeting order. Moment of silent meditation. Stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jeff, could you read the mission statement?
Our mission is to guide students to become informed, engaged citizens, and curious lifelong learners.
And we have no public participation, so here's Mr. Street.
Very good. We will start with the minutes and claims. We recommend your approval for the minutes of the May 26, 2026 board meeting.
So
Second.
Jeff, Katie, all in favor? 6-0.
And then we recommend your approval of the corporation claims and payroll for the amount listed.
move. Second.
Bill, Jeff, all in favor? 6-0.
Under report items, we'd like to thank Mr. Iron Floyd for dedicating 64 years to serving students in public schools. And for the last 7, he's been a volunteer assistant principal at Wheatfield Elementary. So thank you to Mr. Floyd. And he says it's time and he's no longer going to continue. Congratulations to the KV Boys 400 Relay team for breaking their own school record again. And congratulations to junior Krista Sietsma on the 7th place finish in the 1600 meter run, as well as sophomore Jenna Walker on her 19th place in the 1600 meter run. Senior Haley Haas on the 16th place pole vault at 10 foot 6 inches. So congratulations to them in the IHSAA state finals. Congratulations to head coach Scott Van Loon on being named the 2026 Northwest Conference Boys Golf Coach of the Year. And also for the Conference Coach of the Year for softball goes to Coach Eric Maple. Also, congratulations to Harold Hosteller being awarded as Teacher of the Year for the Kankakee Valley School Corporation. And then also congratulations to our 2026 graduates. We had 236 students graduate during commencement. 37 of those students received an academic honors diploma, 18 a technical honors, and then an additional 49 earned both a technical and an academics honors diploma, and 102 earned a core 40 diploma. So 44% of our students earned an honors diploma. 6,029 dual credits were earned grades 9 through 10 from the class of 2026. That's approximately $2,110,000 that they do not have to pay for tuition. And then this class, the class of 2026, set a record for scholarships, which surpassed $3 million. So great class, a lot of great things happening at KV. So congratulations to them. Moving on to new business, we'd ask that you accept the donations given to support KV students per the attachment.
So moved. Second.
Jill, Katie, all in favor? 6-0.
We'd ask for your approval that the food service department, they're recommending through the Indiana ESC Food Co-op through the Northern Indiana Educational Service Center to renew commercial as the KV snack and beverage vendor for the 26-27 school year.
So moved.
Second. Jeff, Bill, all in favor? 6-0.
Also, the food service department is recommending through the Northern Indiana Educational Service Center to renew the food distributor with Gordon Food Services for the 26-27 school year.
So moved. Second.
Katie, Jill, all in favor? 6-0.
And the food service department is also recommending through NESIC, through the Central Indiana Educational Service Center, to renew the bid for wash and sanitation with smart systems for this coming school year.
So moved.
Second.
Bill, Jeff, all in favor? 6-0.
Also, there's a recommendation to declare old technology devices that no longer work properly have reached the manufacturer's designated end of life or can no longer run current versions of the educational softwares as unusable and available for disposal.
So moved.
Second. Go ahead.
Second.
Jeff, Christie, all in favor? 6-0.
We ask for your recommendation to declare miscellaneous items junk and dispose of and scrap them per the attachment.
So moved.
Second.
Bill, Christie, all in favor? 6-0.
We'd ask for your approval for the creation of an instrumental band teaching position at the secondary level.
Moved.
Second.
Jill, Jeff, all in favor? 6-0.
We'd ask for your approval to purchase a propane burnisher for the middle school.
So moved. Second.
Jeff, Bill, all in favor? 6-0.
We'd ask for your approval for the 2026 athletic summer pay recommendations per the attachment.
So moved. Second.
Jill, Katie, all in favor? 6-0.
And we ask for your approval for Town and Country Construction to fill, restripe the northeast and west lots of the high school south drive.
So moved.
Second.
Katie, Jeff, all in favor? 6-0.
Under employment actions, retirement, we received a retirement today. We ask that you approve the retirement as listed.
So moved.
Second.
Jill, Jeff, all in favor? 6-0.
Resignations, we'd ask that you accept the resignations as listed.
So moved.
Second.
I didn't hear.
Christie.
Christie. All in favor? 6-0.
And leave request, we'd ask that you accept the leave request as listed.
So moved. Second.
Katie, Jill, all in favor? 6-0.
Under extracurriculars, we'd ask that you approve the recommendations for the ECA positions.
So moved.
Second.
Jeff, Jill, all in favor? 6-0.
Under certified, we'd ask that you approve the recommendations for the certified positions as listed.
So moved. Second.
Jeff, Bill, all in favor? 6-0.
Under classified, we'd ask that you approve the classified recommendations as listed.
So moved. Second.
Jill, Katie, all in favor? 6-0.
And we have one transfer request or recommendation. We ask that you consider that.
So moved.
Second.
Katie, Jeff, all in favor? 6-0.
We have no field trip requests, but we do have use of facilities. We have 3 recommendations, and we ask for your approval on those.
So moved. Second.
Jeff, Bill, all in favor? 6-0.
Those are all the items we have for our regular board meetings.
Before our adjournment, the boys golf team got 3rd place at sectionals today.
Very good.
And for the first time in KV history, they're moving to regionals as a team.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yep.
Is that it? Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Jeff, Christie, all in favor? 6-0.
Congratulations, sir. Your band position.
Welcome.
609.
Happy to have you.
Yep.
And You start on the 4th of July. Adjust your calendar.
There is
Day
no,
after the third.
there is no premium time for that either.
Well, congratulations. We're
Welcome.
happy to have you.
Conversation back.
Do you mind going and looking at this is all right. Public works session. Mike, you have some items?
Just working on a couple grants. We have a formative assessment grant. And the state ironically has cut the last 2 years what we get. But then they have now required another type of assessment for kindergarten through 2nd grade. So we have to do dyslexia. We have to do a math screener for K2. And then we also do a program called Exact Path, which is gonna be grades 3 through 5. And it's kind of based on your ability, and when you answer questions, it makes them harder. If you don't, it goes back a little bit. So we've got that grant, and then the high ability grant. Those are coming up. I'll do this summer. So I'll be getting those done. And put in. The other thing is, I give you guys information on Valley Online. We have not had the students, the number of students that we thought. And then we've had a number of kids who have withdrawn from it because they found out that with the live sessions, they really didn't care for that. And then some of the students maybe weren't as disciplined as what they needed to be with the asynchronous. So we have not had a good success rate for the small number that we've had. So recommendation is, I think at the next board meeting is that we would probably not continue it. It's costing, we're probably breaking even. But the time that the counselors have put in, I put in, Chris Ritchie's put in, and some of our special ed teachers have put in, and technically they're not really their students anymore. We're just not seeing the advantage of it. And I think it's some of it has to do is because we won't allow them to participate in sports and things like that. Which I think is a good thing.
Market is kind of saturated as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of schools that started it. And some of those schools do allow kids to participate in extracurriculars. And I don't think that's the real purpose. So that would be a recommendation coming forward. Move forward with that. Dealing with finance, Chris had provided to you our cash balances for the end of May. And just a reminder to you that in June, we should be getting, all government units would get their cash draws from property taxes in June and in December. So we should get a nice chunk for that, which will take care of our operations fund, debt service, and our referendum debt for our middle school. So that will be coming as well. Mike and I went out to the high school today to look around. The auditorium is empty. The seats are gone. There was some gentlemen in there cleaning or polishing the floor, if you will, and getting rid of that. Our maintenance staff with the summer help removed all the seating in there. Travis said he planned on a week for that to occur, and it was done in 3 days or less because of the hardworking young men that we have doing that. So the auditorium's underway with that. Also, the high school is extremely warm, humid, if you will, because they're working on the control system as well. The heating and cooling units there, the geos controls. The roof, they've started the roof project a little bit there at the high school, if you drive by on the west annex. And then they've also started some replacing of the fluorescent lights at the high school. At the middle school and intermediate school, if you drive east, you will see that they're putting in the line for the water project. So that is going, knock on wood, very well at this point. They've been putting in quite a few hours to get that done. So that will connect the intermediate school and the middle school. Also at the intermediate school, they're replacing also the fluorescent lights, and they're moving at a pretty good pace at that. We were supposed to get in the additional 500 lights that were ordered or approved at the last board meeting, so they could continue replacing the fluorescent lights. And then at the middle school, the company's there working on some of that coolant leak we have in our geo system there, putting in the valves at the middle school.
Are they putting tap points and everything with that?
I believe so.
So it's not just one point,
No, it's several throughout the building.
because it was just one, wasn't it? Throughout the whole school?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Which probably was an architecture engineering flaw.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so
So you can
Yes,
shut
they're
off
putting-
certain zones and,
exactly. So that's what's occurring now. And then at Demont Elementary School, we have the roof project that started, and we have the the main electric units being replaced there as well. So that building's going to be getting warm very soon as well. So a lot of construction projects underway, and we hope they're all flawless without any issues or problems. So once every 2 weeks, we have a construction meeting, if you will, with several of these different companies, as well as Barton Covelma participates usually in person, especially early, probably in into June, July, that we'll probably do some virtual But they're here to answer any questions and to make sure everyone's on the same page. So we appreciate their assistance with that. Those are all the items that we have for the regular work session. We're,
As far as the high school gym, I know we were talking about dehumidifiers, so I assume someone is,
there's a dehumidifier in there today.
Two.
Two of them?
Yeah.
Okay, they're on the, like where our home team sets over there in that baseline. There's a long hose that goes into a locker room to empty out the liquid. And that was going today, and it was
The other
one
ones in
opposite.
between the two bleachers, sets of bleachers.
Did we buy them or are we renting them?
We bought them.
Bought them.
Mhm.
So that
And-
any school could use them then.
Yes, yes. And then they're gonna monitor it and see if we need one in the auxiliary gym, see how that's going, and then possibly the middle school. And Margaret's been monitoring that as well. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of projects and we have not had, I'm changing gears a little bit, the teaching staff. We have not had the teaching staff turnover, as you all are aware, by retirements and resignations. So our principals are working diligently to try to fill those. And we're looking at mostly special education and English opening out of the high school. So our principals are working hard on that. Those are all the items then, unless you all have something at this point. Okay. In the work.